Chapter 10, The Ice Thickens. The next home game against the Water Buffaloes is a close one, way closer than you and Coach Howie like to see.
Hunter's got to start reining it in. He's wearing himself out too fast.
Hit me already, I'm open.
And don't even get me started on Laurie. He's losing whatever pep in his step you gave him.
You're out of position, stop showing off and play the plays. You hug your clipboard to your chest and frown as you watch the game unfold on the ice. Hunter's playing with his usual hunger, so you're right. He's trying to do too much. And Laurie's playing like a man who's ready for retirement, but there's no way of telling Coach that. Your breath catches as Laurie dives forward to catch the puck before it slips past him. Get there, get there! Laurie lunges and misses.
Damn it! It's on you, Malik.
You hold your breath as you lean forward, watching as Hunter makes an expert dive and is immediately slammed against the glass so hard that the entire stadium rattles.
That's it. Get my first line on the bench. I've seen this cartoon mice skate better than this.
As the players file sullenly off the ice, you tune out the sounds of Coach Howie tearing the team a new one. You need to focus on the two most important players. Come on, Hunter. I want to take a look at the impact site. And Laurie? Don't say it, I'm fine.
Fine as wine. Fines are wine. Jules is fine. What you are, Burke, is a washed-up has-been.
Address them both. You perform a quick assessment of both of their injuries, pleased to find out that nothing is wrong with either of them, other than their egos. Physically, you two are fine to keep going. Mentally, however, you both need to pull your heads out of your asses. Hunter leans back at his seat, his arms crossed in a mullish expression on his face.
Save the pep talk for someone who needs it, Jules. I'm not the one slowing the whole team down out there.
Say that again, and this time to my face.
Such a temper, Burke. I sure hope you don't bring that sourpuss attitude with you on your dates with Jules.
Remember our agreement? Keep off the ice problems off the ice?
No, this isn't on the ice problem. I'm just chasing stats instead of wins. You aren't chasing much out there. Your body's past its expiration date.
Oh, that's enough. You two have to learn to set aside your differences, need to start acting like grown-ass adults. You're both adults. You both agreed to this little situation of ours. If you can't handle it, then you can't handle me. I'll throw you both back in the dating pool if that's what it takes to make the season a good one. Hunter and Laurie share an uneasy glance.
Jules has a point.
Never thought I'd have to agree with Hunter, but you might be right. Good. You're both finally starting to see reason. Coach Howie approaches you, looking stormy and annoyed as you feel.
I hope you both get your heads out straight, because I need my A team back out there if we have any chance of winning.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Not you too, Jules. Am I going to have to bench you along with the rest of them?
Coach Howie. You can't keep taking your bad mood out on me. Yeah. I'm not the problem here, Coach, and you know it.
I don't pay you to talk back to me.
Coach Howie's words sting, and you wince at the sharp lash of them. To your surprise, both Laurie and Hunter get to their feet and flank you. I think we should hear Jules out. She saved my ass more times than I can count.
Great. She knows more about getting the best out of us than anyone.
Coach Howie eyes the three of you with a frown.
Fine. What's your plan?
We should put Loring in charge of a packed-in defensive line. It's not his usual position, but no one could organize better than him. If he can get the defense to hold out for the next period, I can have Hunter ready to strike hard for the final period.
My star center on defense. Have you lost your mind?
Also, why is a medic giving like a general tips? It's only to buy me enough time to work on Hunter.
It's not a bad idea. The water buffaloes have struggled against sound defenses all year. I'm willing to play along if you can guarantee results.
So if we diamond choice it, basically.
Stand up to coach and put my plan into action, boy.
You hold your position, your eyes locked in dead heat with Coach Howie's. It'll work, Coach. You just have to trust me.
Fine. Then you have exactly 1 period to get Hunter where he needs to be. And I'd better see results.
You can barely contain the sudden rush of pride that courses through you. Coach Howie is finally starting to see that I have more to offer than just training advice. So, all I have to do is hold the line for a period. This is going to be one hell of a challenge. He turned to Lori with a deep, determined breath. Juggling all those egos is no easy feat. But if anyone can do it, I can. Lori, all you need to do is be the strong leader I know you are, buy me some time, act like Hunter for 20 minutes. Be a strong leader, I know you are. Your biggest strength has always been your ability to lead. Our defense will do whatever you say. And knowing them, they'll enjoy every second of it. I guess it could be fun to skate circles around Alex and Sean for a change. I heard that. Lori seems to expand before your very eyes. Alright, I'm in. You can count on me.
Thanks, Burke. Don't let me down, and I'll do the same for you.
That's a new sound. The buzzer sounds as the players tumble back onto the ice, push Hunter into the direction of the locker room. Let's go. The sooner we get you straight, the better. I'm confused. I'm gonna leave that terminology and that statement alone. The first thing you do is when you enter the locker room is click the overhead television on to broadcast the game. Your job is to sit here and watch while I work on you.
Promises.
He falls heavily to the bench, his whole body slumping from his earlier overexertion. See what happens when you push too hard for too long? You shouldn't be this burned out after 1 period.
That's why I have you, remember? What should we work on first?
What he's fixing most is your ego. What's wrong with you isn't in your body, it's in your head.
Did you seriously bring me all the way back here for a pep talk?
No, I brought you here to talk some sense into you. Have you ever done anything that wasn't reckless and premature? You hand him a packet of electrolytes and an energy bar. He accepts them with an arched brow.
You think game snacks will fix my gameplay?
Yeah, actually. It'll also force you to keep your mouth shut long enough to listen to me. Instead of acting chastened by your words, he relaxes into a grin.
There are better ways to keep my mouth busy.
Hunter, you have to earn it first. Now be a good boy and eat your snack. You pointedly stare until he takes a bite of the energy bar and chews. While his mouth is busy, you launch into your speech. From now until the end of the game, the only thing I want to see that mouth doing is saying, "Yes, Jules," and "No, Jules."
But
you put a finger over his mouth, forcing him to keep chewing. But nothing. If you want to please me, then you'll slow down and use your head for once. You look surprisingly chastened as you finish what you're doing and rock back on your heels.
I thought this was going to be the fun kind of one-on-one session.
And it will be, eventually. You sigh and shake your head, determined to get through to him if it kills you. What you never seem to understand is that some things take time. You can't just barrel through the competition.
Are we talking about hockey or some kind of other competition?
Both. If you want to create something real in hockey or in love, you have to build a solid foundation first. I promise it'll be worth it in the end. Before either of you can say more, a flurry of activity pulls your attention to the TV. Did you see that? Laurie Burke just stepped in with a critical defensive play. I haven't seen a move like that since last year's Final Cup. Now all the Snow Tigers have to do is start scoring.
Whoa, Burke almost looks like he's playing in his prime again. Hurry up and finish. I just gotta get back out there and start scoring before he gets all that glory.
Hunter, get out there and start building something worthwhile. Physically, you're fine. Mentally, you're all there. You just gotta find a way to balance the two. Hunter lifts a hand to your face and lightly caresses your cheek.
I will, Jules. For the Snow Tiger, same for you.
And for you, right? He swoops in and presses a quick kiss on your lips before jumping to his feet and pulling on his gear.
As long as you'll be here waiting for me, I've already got everything I need.
You watch Hunter head back out on the ice with mixed feelings. He's pumped to score and riding high in your one-on-one sesh, but you still haven't resolved anything between you. I just hope he learns to control himself before he really gets hurt. Or before I do. You take your position next to Coach Howie and watch as the rest of the game unfolds.
I sure hope this plan of yours works. The defense has been busting their ass out there.
It'll work, I'm sure of it. You feel optimistic as Hunter takes to the ice as if he's been electrically charged. He moves quickly and with assured ease. Hunter, I love you!
Whatever you did, it worked. Hunter is dominating the ice out there.
It's been 12 seconds. Fighting through heavy legs, Laurie steals a puck from an attacking player. Pass it here.
Make it count, rookie.
Hunter receives the pass and attacks the opposing defense, swerving the puck between the defenders with excellent moves until he gets a look at the goal. Take the shot.
And it's good!
The entire stadium breaks out and cheers as Hunter scores. At this rate, the game is definitely going to be a winning one.
Alright, team. That was a hell of a showing out there.
And it's all thanks to our medic.
The defense weathered the storm. Hunter, as always, you gave it your all.
Coach Howie turns to Laurie with a tight nod.
But even though we won, I'll still need to see you in my office. Laurie Stat.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. That sounds stupid is what it sounds. A few hours later, you're catching up on your work in your office. The stadium has long since emptied of the fans. The whole place dark and quiet when a knock sounds at your door. Hey, I was hoping you hadn't gone home yet. Uh-oh, I don't like the look of that face. Rough meeting with Coach. Well, it wasn't good. Laurie slips the rest of the way into the office and snicks the door shut behind him, his shoulder slumped. I basically say the same thing we're all thinking, that I'm not playing as well as I used to. You wince and pat the chair next to you, but he doesn't sit. Instead, he paces the office in long, slow strides. It's not like I haven't noticed the changes, you know? One year, I'm a little slower on my feet. The next, my reaction times have doubled. But I thought I had another season before Father Time benches me forever. Maybe it was just an off game? You and I both know that's not true. I'm watching my dreams of winning the title as a team captain slip away. Laurie, there's more to life than hockey. Though you might be losing out on one dream, who cares? There's still plenty more dreams out there. It's not that simple, Jules, and we both know it. He stopped his pacing to stand in front of your desk, his gaze intent. It wouldn't be so bad if I was only losing out on my dream of hockey, but now I'm losing my dream of you too. But I'm right here, yeah, and you're competing for Hunter. I've heard enough of Malik's gloating these past few days to know how well things are going with him. Everything is spilling away from me, and I can't seem to stop it. You jumped to your feet and rushed to his side. I've never seen Laurie so dejected before. This isn't like him at all. My date with Hunter was nothing compared to my date with you. Are you forgetting how you gave me the entire night sky? You had fun. You didn't think it was too slow? You take Laurie's hand and lift it to your mouth, pressing a kiss to the center of his palm. With Hunter, everything is big, flashy, but with you, I just get to be myself. Thanks for saying that, Jules. It means a lot. Your heart gives an erratic leap at how raw and vulnerable Laurie is with you. Despite his flaws, I know Laurie will always treat me well. Despite his flaws. Now say that out loud to the guy. I dare you. His shoulders come back up, and a teasing smile putting some of the light back in his eyes. And you're right. We've had comebacks before. I'm not ready to give up on the season or to give up on you. I like the sound of that. Good, because I have another date in mind for tonight, and I'm pretty sure this one's gonna wow you. I'll grab my things. Laurie loses no time in whisking you out for another night of romance and competition, which is why you're so surprised when you walk into a casual diner you've been to hundreds of times before. Flows, pies? Really? Because that should matter. I really don't like our MC. Don't judge a book by its cover. We're here for a reason. Laurie waits until you sit at the corner booth before sliding into the next to you, his thigh pressed up against the length of yours. I think the team has come here at least 100 times. It's Alex's favorite post-game carbo load spot. It's always the only place in town where you can get a banana cream pie milkshake with extra whipped cream and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Doesn't sound half bad. Laurie gestures to the waitress. She already has the drink on the tray and sliding it into the table in front of you. One banana special for the lucky young lady. She winks at Laurie as she sashays away. Let me know if there doesn't do the trick. There are plenty more where that came from. But this is my favorite thing, with extra whipped cream and everything. I know. It's what you always order after a big win, or a big loss, or a tie. I had no idea you were paying such close attention. I didn't know you were watching me that closely. Laurie puts his hand over yours and gives it a light squeeze. I always watch you, Jules, even when I'm on the ice or giving an interview. As long as you're in the room, I know everything will be okay. Close your eyes and take a long sip of the milkshake. Everything about it is sweet, creamy, perfect. I can remember so many different times we came here together. Like when Alex and Luke challenged each other to an all-you-can-eat pickle contest. Yeah, or when we routed Boston in the conference finals and the entire Snow Tiger team came here to celebrate. We closed the place down, remember? It was so loud that you and I had to hide outside just to get some air. You lean back against your seat and smile at the memory. I remember hoping that you would, that would be the night you'd finally make a move on me. He slides an arm over the top of the booth, his fingers toying lightly along your head. I wanted to, but then you spent 2 hours regaling me about the evolution of the foam roller. I didn't want to interrupt. Once you get going on blood circulation and recovery speed, there's no stopping you. Laurie, sports injuries are serious business. Most people don't know that foam rollers have been around since 1920s. In fact, he throws up his hands with a laugh. See? Don't worry. I already know you're the expert on all things sports massage. A warm, happy glow starting to take over. Helped along by the way his starts to slide his touchdown. I totally forgot about that. I don't know how you remember so many details. It's because that was the night I realized I was starting to catch feelings for you. You were so animated and happy, your whole face lit up as you talked. His grip turns sensual as he closes his hand around the back of your neck. I didn't care about the team or winning. All I could think about was how you looked in the moonlight. But that was forever ago. I know. I wish I'd told you how beautiful you are while I had this chance. I don't regret a lot of things about my life, but that one will haunt me forever. He turns your head so that you're forced to look up into the gorgeous familiar lines of his face. You deserve to hear that the moment I felt it. I was scared, and I'm sorry. You open your mouth and close it again, at a loss for words. But I'm making up for it, Jules. If you let me in your life, I'll never forget to tell you how I feel again. Lori, this is quite a stop down memory lane, so much more than I expected. Really? A minute ago you were like, this is just the Flo's place. It's not a stop, Jules, it's a trip. I can't wait to show you where we're headed next. As soon as you're done with the milkshake, Lori slides out of the booth and holds out a hand. Are you ready to see where our memories are headed next? You take his hand to your heart and your throat as he twines his fingers with yours. I don't see how you can top my favorite banana milkshake. He leads you the way back to a staircase to the roof of the diner. The second you step out into the twinkling night sky, you're hit with memories from all sides. I remember this place. I know. It's where you talked me down after the championship loss against Blades last year. As you stand at the edge of the roof, looking out across the city, Lori steps up behind you and rests his chin on your shoulder. I was a mess that night, Jules. I'd worked so hard, still failed, and I never wanted to put myself in that position again. I never told anybody about this, but I was so close to retiring that night. So you brought out that bottle of tequila and turned everything around. Wait, you almost quit? I did. Until you supported me, exactly when I needed it most. And even shared some of your own experiences with loss. You mean about losing my grandmother when I was a kid, my story about changing majors in college. You mean about losing my grandmother when I was a kid? I had no idea that Gram was the reason you're still playing hockey. His arms slide around your waist as he hugs you from behind. You were so open and honest about the pain that there was a moment I realized that life could and should be more than just hockey. I'm just glad I was able to bring you comfort that night. You did more than that, Jules. Even during my greatest loss, you made me feel like a winner. Lori's mouth drops to your ear, his breath a warm caress. I should have seized the moment right then and there and kissed you. What's stopping you now? He nuzzles playfully at the side of your neck, but doesn't kiss you. Don't worry, you'll get your kiss, but first, there's something else I want to show you. You step out of Lori's car with a furrow in your brow. Your next location is Lori's house, which is big, grand, but not where you expected to end up. Your house? This is part of our trip down memory lane. I've never been inside before. No, but you have been here, remember? It takes you a moment to locate the memory. Oh, you mean that time you were sick? But that doesn't count. I only dropped off some soup at the door. It wasn't just some soup, Jules. You took the time to cook me a health-planned, approved meal to keep me in hockey shape. I mean, it's kind of my job. House calls, homemade food. When I know for a fact that you were dealing with the plumbing disaster at home at the time. You feel a wash of heat move over you as Lori takes you by the hand and leads you up the steps. I didn't know you knew about the plumbing situation. I was out of hot water for weeks. I was forced to take my showers in the locker room, move in with my ex, who broke my heart. We'll do showers. I got up an hour early every day just to use the showers before anyone else got the rank. I know, I accidentally walked in on you one time. You did what? Don't worry, I covered my eyes. I also stationed myself at the door in case anyone else tried to barge in on your private time. Your chest grows tight at the thought of Lori seeing you so much more than you realized. Maybe all this longing and waiting hasn't been a waste of time. I wish I'd invited you inside that day, offered you my couch even. You were sick, He unlocks the front door and swings it open. I can't go back and change the past, but I can sure make sure this door is always open to you in the future. You follow Laurie inside his house. Everything's perfect. So totally him. If you had invited me inside would you have done? Again, he was sick. Given you germs, maybe gotten you sick. Now you gotta take care of yourself. And then let me crash on your couch, I mean. This, obviously. His mouth is on top of yours in an instant, his arms crushing you to his body. The kiss is unlike any of the others you've shared. Gone is all of his gentle persuasiveness and careful hunger. He obviously wants you, and he holds nothing back. His tongue delves deep into your mouth. You stumble backwards as his mouth moves over yours. You jostle a side table and almost knock over a lamp before he has you pressed up against the wall. If you'd have done this when you were sick, I'd caught your cold for sure. Don't worry. I'd have been careful to keep my germs to myself. That's not how colds work. As if to prove it. He whirls you around so that you're facing the wall. As he braces his legs behind yours, he traces every inch of your shame. His hands are hot, hungry as he cups your breast and runs the pads of his thumbs over your nipples. But not nearly as hungry as his mouth as he presses a line of kisses down the side of your jawline. See where he takes this, push him against the wall instead. See where he takes him. You sigh and arch into his touch, loving the way he takes charge, even when he's off the ice. Once a team captain, always a team captain. Very true, but there's nothing cold about this body. He grinds his hips against your ass as his thumbs continue circling your nipples. You surge up into his touch, loving the way his hand is the perfect size to cup you. Oh god, now you're just trying to make me regret wasting all that time. That time wasn't wasted if you spent it yearning after me. Your whole body throbs with need to feel him on top of you, but he holds back, his kisses lightly grazing over your skin. Not just yearning, Jules, learning, memorizing. His low, rough words send a thrill straight through your body. Nobody knows you the way I do. Nobody will work as hard as I will to make you happy. He grabs you by the waistband and pulls you flush against him. Even through your clothes, you can feel how much he wants you. Will you let me make you happy, Jules, for at least one night? All aboard the Nope train, because we know where it's going to go anyway. Enjoy a quick, steamy makeout. How do you feel good right now? Even though you're not prepared to go all the way, you lift your lips for another one of his long, scorching kisses. He takes his time, tasting every part of you. His hands moving over your body as his mouth makes you go weak in the knees. One of my favorite things about you is how you never pretend to be anything you aren't. You twine your arms around his neck and let yourself enjoy the moment. Oh yeah? What am I? To me, you're perfect. His gentle kisses continue until you're both too breathless to stand. As you finally pull apart and settle comfortably on the couch together, you realize his attention has been on you for literal hours. He keeps his arms around you, both your bodies humming as you come down from your unforgettable evening. That was incredible. You weren't kidding about using all that time to learn about what makes me happy. It's true. And I want to keep you happy, which is even more important. He kisses the tip of your nose and holds you tighter, something in the air between you shifting. I've watched a lot of things fade away lately, Jules. My first marriage fizzled out, my career in its final twilight, and you. I know you're still unsure of what you want, and that's okay. I'm prepared to respect whatever choice you make. Why does it feel like there's a but in there? This hold on you tightens, because I'm gonna fight like hell to keep you. Oh wow, never heard that tone in his voice before. It's so determined, so hot. I have one playoff run left to cement my legacy. One more chance to recapture the glory of holding that trophy, this time as team captain. With your permission, I'll also use that time to show you how ready I am for the next chapter of my life. He tilts your head up so you're forced to look him deep in the eyes. You're the spark that gives my life meaning, the one who makes me see the world like it's full of wonder again. I love you, Jules, for now and for always. You blink at him, stunned to hear the words on his lips. Lori, this is so unexpected. I have that effect on people. It seems you do. I get that a lot. It must be my winning personality. No, Jules, it's just you. He doesn't press for more, but you can feel the weight of the expectation starting to weigh heavily on your shoulders. I'm gonna have to make up my mind soon and say goodbye to either Lori or Hunter forever. Oh no! Whatever will you do? So anyway... Like, what do you want me to say? Seriously, let me know in the comments what you want me to say, okay? I'm just gonna make this ending abrupt and say, thanks for watching. What else do you want me to say? You already know how I feel about this shit. I've been saying it for, what, 9 chapters? I ain't gonna say it on chapter 10. Thanks for watching, catch y'all later, peace out.